How many times you heard the phrase Corsican mint in the same sentence? For me, it's the first time, but I know both different worlds. I'm not even gonna talk about that. So I love this because you're getting 6 pieces and you're also getting that Corsican mint. It's also edible. That's actually what makes me excited about it. It's Roberta's 6-piece Corsican Mint ground cover. It's $29. The easy pay on this is $9.67. Your item number is M89801. What are you going to get? You're going to get 6 pieces of this Corsican Mint ground cover. It's a perennial. It's edible. It resists deer and other pests. And this is really what it almost looks like a green afro.
Feel it.
Well, I don't know if I'm patting this down or patting this down. It's almost the same.
They feel pretty similarly. Yours a little bit fluffier.
Okay, I'll take that. So let's talk about this. This is great.
It's awesome. This is the Corsican Mint ground cover. This is a ground cover for our shadier areas of the yard. Now we saw that ice plant earlier, which is for our sunny areas of the yard. This is for the shadier areas. Places on the north side of your home, maybe you have a lot of trees in your yard and you want to have that ground cover that's going to help to replace the mulch and some of those weeds like we were talking about, but for the shadier areas. But what makes it even more special is that it can handle foot traffic. Most ground covers, if you start stepping all over your ground covers, you're going to break stems, you're going to break the flowers, and it's going to be a big old mess. Not these ones. These can handle the foot traffic. And actually, if you do step on it, man, you smell that?
I was getting ready to say, wait.
It smells insanely good.
It does.
It's totally edible. It's totally animal safe, but it's deer resistant. So the deer and the rabbits and the voles, they don't like it because they don't like that minty fragrance. But you know, if your dogs and cats run through it, it doesn't matter. You're not going to hurt the plants, and you're also not going to hurt the pets. Totally edible for us. They cook with it all the time in Corsica, where it's native to.
This is actually
minty. It's a phenomenal plant.
It's like, oh, wow, I need to do this for my next shift so my other co-hosts can stop complaining about my breath. Okay, they don't do that. But this is wonderful. So this is a perennial, and this is what you're going to get. You're going to get 6 pieces.
Yep.
How do I plant it? Where do I put it?
Yeah, so we're shipping you this beautiful tray. You know, it's less than $5 a plant. If you do this simple math, that's a steal.
Great deal.
I'm telling you. Now you're just going to pop it right out. You're going to go to those shadier areas of your home. Maybe you have some coral bells, some astilbe, maybe some mophead hydrangeas in your shadier areas of the garden. You're going to plant this just in front of those. You're going to plant these around your other perennials, along your walkways. You're going to plant this along, you know, the base of that flower bed at the very front. And then each one of these is going to actually grow. This is after just maybe 6 weeks. These are actually going to grow up to 24
this
inches
is after
around.
6 weeks?
Yeah, these are really fast growers.
Oh my gosh.
So each one of these is going to grow about 24 inches around. So that's a very beautiful, healthy size. You know, we're talking 10, 12 square feet from one collection.
Yeah.
In your shadier gardens, why not get a few of these collections? Because you're not going to have to do the mulch in those areas. You see here?
Yeah.
You see how there's mulch on the left over there? Well, there used to be mulch in the front, but we planted that Corsican mint instead. And so you don't have to worry about mulch in those areas. And in fact, in the summertime, you're also going to get those beautiful lilac colored flowers, but they're also going to be evergreen the rest of the year. So you have this total beauty 12 months out of the year where you plant this Corsican mint.
That's really great.
It's a cinch.
So let me ask you, okay, so Devin, when do these flowers sprout up? Is there a certain time period where this pops up? Because I know this is like the beginning and then this would be second. Yeah,
so you're gonna have the look like that all year round because it's evergreen. And then you're gonna have the beautiful lilac flowers like that in the summertime. They're gonna last for about a nice month. But what's incredible about this plant is that as a ground cover, yes, it's gonna reduce the mulch for those areas. It's also gonna smother weeds in those areas, which are fantastic. But because it is foot traffic friendly, you can go and do your other garden chores. You can go and, you know, pick some flowers from those shadier areas of your garden. And if you're stepping on top of this plant,
like grandkids or pets or whatever you're doing. That's really something that's really versatile, because a lot of times you just need to get in your garden to get different things or to maybe water.
Exactly.
And you don't have to worry about damaging them with here.
And that's really nice. And I have another awesome YouTube video all about Corsican mint. In my front of my house, I have my front door, and that faces the north, and I have this walkway that goes around here. And at the corner, I have this beautiful Japanese maple, which is fantastic. In this bed right here, I have a bunch of different coral bells, which is, you'll learn about those in due time. Okay. It's a wonderful shady perennial plant. You guys love it, I know that. So I have it all in that shaded north side of my garden. And I thought, all right, I have a lot of this mulch here. What should I do? I planted the Corsican mint. And over the course of about 6 months, it totally filled out that area. And I have a YouTube video that shows how I did it, how to get the most out of your plants, and basically how it totally transformed that area into one of my favorite areas in my yard.
That's really great.
It's really cool.
So here's what's cool about this. We can go to your YouTube video and do that, but you don't necessarily have to have your know-how or your expertise to plant this and get the benefits from it.
No, they're so easy. Mint is known to be one of the easiest plants in the garden. In fact, TJ, actually a lot of mints I would never recommend planting because they're overly aggressive. In fact, they're very invasive. Many other mints are not good for the gardens. But these ones are not aggressive, they're not invasive, they're a very well-kept, nice mannered mint. So you don't have to worry about them taking over like other mints. But they're great to put around your stepping stones, at the front of your garden beds and borders. And if you put it around your stepping stones, they're actually gonna kind of creep and crawl, fill out all of that garden space, which is really nice because you just have that sort of like blanketed effect. But if you step on it, it doesn't matter because they can handle that foot traffic, which is so cool.
I got you. So I just learned something from you. I didn't know that mint was considered aggressive, or some types are.
Yep.
And so they basically, I don't want to say that they attack, but they basically steal resources and encroach on the land or the things that the flowers would build.
Exactly, and that's why you don't want to grow those other mints. But that's, there's many different species of mints out there. Not all of them are invasive or aggressive.
But not this one at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These ones are not. They're, you can see how they do exactly what you want them to do. They're going to create beauty in these problematic areas that are either, you're not going to grow grass in that area. You're going to have a hard time finding other plants that really fill out all of those nooks and crannies in your shady gardens. Yeah, sunny gardens, we have other beautiful plants that act similarly to these, but for our shady gardens, this is by far the best one for the shady ground covers that can handle foot traffic and bring that year-round beauty because it's evergreen 12 months out of the year.
I love that. Evergreen and ever clean. We got a great price. You're getting 6 pieces. It's going to keep the deer and other pests away, and you can even eat it, which I actually did. It tasted pretty good. Your easy pay is $9.67. Your item number is M89801. I'll take one more for the road.
Yeah, why not?
Okay? I'll take that. Here we go. So we're not done.